reform legislation since Watergate. No more corporate jets from lobbyists. No more meals from lobbyists. No more gifts from lobbyists. Folks in Washington should be working for you. I also had the experience of standing up when it's not possible. Back in 2002, 10 days before the vote to authorize the war in Iraq, I stood up in front of a crowd in Chicago and I said, I am opposed to this war. This war is a bad idea. George Bush was at 65%. It was hard then to be opposed to the war. And some of my friends said, you shouldn't do that. The war may go well and then you may be throwing away your political career. You may not win the U.S. Senate race. And I said, I don't want to start as a United States Senator already not saying what I truly believe, already biting my tongue. That's what you should want out of the next president. Those are the experiences. That's the carrot that we need right now. Somebody who can bring people together, overcome the special interest, and most importantly, tell the truth. But there's one more characteristic that we need, and that is a sense of impatience. A sense that things are not going well for too many Americans right now. A sense that our standing in the world has to be restored. I do not accept, and you should not accept, that in a nation as wealthy as ours, we still have 47 million people without health insurance, and thousands more who are close to bankruptcy because they got sick. I know something about this because my mother died of cancer when she was 53 years old. And I remember in the months before she died, she wasn't spending time thinking about how to get well. She was spending time thinking about whether the insurance companies were going to pay her medical bills because she had gotten sick just as she was taking a new job. And they were talking that maybe it was a pre-existing condition and they shouldn't have to cover her. So I know what it's like to watch a loved one suffer not just from an illness, but also from a broken healthcare system. And it's wrong. I don't accept it. And that is why, as President of the United States, we are going to provide health care to every single American that is as good as the health care that receives a member of Congress. We're waiting 10 years to do it, or 20 years to do it. We're going to do it by the end of my first term as president. I don't accept that we can't provide a world-class education to every young person in America. Everybody here benefited from a good education, but there are millions more who don't. Millions more children who are strapped in failing schools and have no chance to succeed in this global economy. And we know what to do. If we invest in early childhood education so children are prepared the first day they start school, then we can close the achievement gap. And as president, I intend to make sure that achievement gap is closed. As president, I will recruit an entire new army of teachers. Pay our teachers more money. We're going to give them the kind of training and development that they need. And we're going to work with them, not against them, to raise standards in our schools. And I don't know whether you agree with this ASU, but I think it's about time that we made college affordable and accessible to everyone. I don't think you should have $50,000 worth of debt when you leave school. We need to take the banks and the financial institutions out of the business of being middlemen. Take those billions of dollars profits out. Give those loans directly to young people. Increase the number of grants. Provide programs for national service so that those of you who want to serve this nation in the Peace Corps, or as teachers, or as social workers, or as nurses, or as police officers, that we have to keep on spending $800 million a day to hostile nations because of our addiction to foreign oil, and then in the bargain melt the polar ice caps and change the very climate of this planet. That's why, as president, I intend to raise fuel efficiency standards on cars. If we had cars getting 40 miles per gallon, we would save the equivalent of all the oil we import from the Persian Gulf. Imagine what that would do, not just for our economy, not just for our environment, but what it would do for our foreign policy. We have to cap, and as president, I will cap the emission of greenhouse gases, so that we are global warming.